What are some less obvious warning signs during a job interview that indicate the workplace might be unpleasant? I'm genuinely concerned about how many of these things are normal in my office. I mean, the family thing is basically our only selling point. We'd never ignore a phone call from the big boss for any reason. We work hard, play hard is literally on the website. And about 4 of our interview questions are based on how they handle pressure. Wish I'd read this thread 5 years ago. No one gave me the memo you guys caught. Yes, I'm currently looking elsewhere. But it's been 5 years. I got done. ATA and we do group interviews shit. We work hard but we play hard. Patio at the nearest Kelsey's or Montana's or whatever generic big box restaurant chain is nearest. And the December holiday lunch with the CFO and director of the department makes up for all of that. A lot of people are giving you very obvious signs like we're all family here. Only less than obvious sign is that they are a little too enthusiastic about hiring you and want you to start as soon as possible, even suggesting you do not give your former employer 2 weeks' notice. It means they are incredibly understaffed and desperate for literally anyone to fill the spot. If you can look at the general workforce, then look for the absence of the types of employees who have healthy boundaries that are incompatible with poor work-life balance. Parents of children, for example, often take their family obligations very seriously, so their presence in a workplace is a green flag, whereas demographic gaps in the employees is likely a warning sign. I agree with everyone in the We're Family Run for Your Life. I also ask to use the restroom when I leave. Of like a restaurant if it's nasty. Or there are passive-aggressive signs on the wall like please flush. Your mum doesn't work here is an indication that it's not a pleasant environment to be in. Any sort of evasion when you bring up salary, work requirements, hours, etc. Most good companies will happily provide this information to ensure they aren't wasting time with grossly underqualified applicants. The only reason they'd be reluctant to discuss these things are for toxic negative reasons. If they say the work environment is like family, run for your life, treat each other with the same toxic disrespect, passive-aggressive complaining, and entrenched dysfunction that they consider to be familial, and you will never ever be able to change that dynamic. Unpleasant is relative. For someone expecting MF9-5 job, but told you must be available 7 days a week 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. HR shift, it would sound very unpleasant. Or being told it is fast-paced. Some people thrive on fast-paced, some people can't handle it. When the phone rings, the interviewer gets all stiff and just takes the call because it's the big boss calling, leaving you sitting there like an idiot for a full 5 minutes. If you can't make the time for my interview and make it a priority, fuck off. If they talk about other applicants with you, not by saying their names but either badmouthing other applications they've received or trying to make you sell yourself harder by telling you about the more qualified people that are applying. When they say anything that indicates that they were recently acquired by another company, or are going to be in the near future, to no one on the interview panel can come up with a reason that they like to work there. If your interviewer is any more than 15 minutes late with no explanation, also, if they don't know why you're there when you show up to the interview, not giving answers, if they aren't upfront with a salary, role title, or obligations, are just trying to exploit you. For me, they told me all about their generous severance packages. In the initial interview, Turnover City, we don't tolerate gossip means it's basically working with the mean girls from high school, but in their 40s, 50s. They spent a lot of time asking me if I was sure this job was right for me. Should have read between the lines. We are all a big family here. Means there's a clique of long-timers and you're never getting in. When the interviewer is emphatically focused on how well do you handle intense pressure. When the reason there's an opening is because the entire department quit. True story. Overtime is usually voluntary. Yeah, right. Might as well kiss your family goodbye. Laciate Agni Speranza. Voch and trait. Is spray painted in the break room. I didn't accept my last job offer because they said they run a tight ship. Employees avoid meeting your eyes as you're walking through the office, interrupting you, Bonus points if it's to avoid answering questions. Excessive amounts of meetings per week. Generally a waste of time. You're the third person this year who would be filling this role.